defense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
throwing Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and
now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Sets up
so on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
For the Jaguars.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On fourth down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 81 yards and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
From midfield now, Lawrence setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and his kick is absolutely perfect.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Browns first down. A 28-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
Slot man moves right.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Matt Araiza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Open man, that's Monk, the tight end.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence will throw.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Results in a
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more left in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Browns.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Matt Arisen now on to punt this one away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Open man is Myers. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
That's good for a Jaguars.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cleveland offense making their way out.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Jones off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down. And
looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Lawrence. Walker with a grab. Left side. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man right side, Myers.
Lawrence's pass. Complete to Jacoby Myers. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Jones will sneak it.
But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry.
And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Browns 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Set to kick off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 35.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Browns first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets it down to the 32.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devon Hamilton
In there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Browns first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
We'll take it inside the 25. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And his pass incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Carlson able to put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones
Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cedric Tillman.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
30. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Lawrence running right on the option.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Illegal block.
Let's check on the call.
Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Myers. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Jones back, a couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 10 brings up third.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This is fielded at the 27. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 34.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They run again with Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To try again after the sack. Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The home team's offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brought down by Jacoby Durant. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we're both starting to run out of adjectives because this pressure has been relentless all game, but none of the prior sacks might be as impressive as the one we just saw.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones. Out right to Bourne. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. This one downfield for Tillman. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now the Browns down by 12. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running left is Walker.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Jaguars first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Walker once more.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Kenneth Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Fighting throw.
And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And